say the things they have gone through in the NBA helped me a lot to understand what's going on, and I think it was a big advantage of me, and it was great time spending with them in the team.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you.
Next up, Sam Cohen, when you're ready.
Thanks, Phil. Denny, I just want to ask you, what does it feel like to possibly become the highest drafted Jewish player in history?
I mean, it's exciting. I mean, every time that you can make like history or any kind of good thing to represent the Jewish community in the state of Israel, I mean that's an honor for me. To have my Jewish community in Israel got my back, and I'm just gonna try to do the best I can to make everybody proud, and I mean it's exciting.
Christos Saltos, when you're ready.
Hello, Denny.
Hello.
Congratulations about your career with Maccabi, your next step in NBA. You collaborate with Coach Ferropoulos, Yannis Ferropoulos. How helped you to involve your game, and what advice give you about your next step? And also, how imagine yourself in NBA from 5 or 10 years from now?
First of all, Coach Ferropoulos helped me a lot. At the beginning, I didn't play a lot, but he always pushed me and always tried to, and he always believed in me to be a good player and a good fit for the team. So he was always positive about me. He always pushed me in practices and games. He tried to give me the right stage to do it. And I'm really glad I had that coach around me who gave me this confidence, and a lot of things I did is because of him. So I really enjoyed the whole coaching staff in Maccabi this year was great. I'm really gonna miss him, but about like 5-10 years from now, I hope I'm gonna be the best DENI AVDIJA I can be. I hope I'm gonna max my potential and be a good NBA player.
Francois Debian-Philippe, when you're ready.
Yeah, thank you, and thank you, Denny, for taking the time to talk to us.
Of course.
You or your public relations team just posted on Instagram that you love to watch your games as soon as you get home. Talking about that, what do you think are the biggest improvements you can do on your game arriving at the next level in the NBA?
Sorry, that was my end. Don't worry.
Oh, that's really good. First of all, I love to watch film. I think I'm learning a lot from film, and I always watching my games. I'm making sure that one of the coaches cuts videos for me and let me see those see those mistakes. I mean, I have a lot of things to improve, and that's why I like about playing. I like to see myself not doing all the time great things, because I can improve them and I can be better in them, and I have time and the progress to improve. I'm working very hard, and I'm trying to improve every aspect of my game, because I'm a player who can do a lot of things. So I'm basically really like to work on about any aspect of the game, and that's what I do. I work hard, and I hope to see myself improving.
Thank you, Denny, and good luck.
Thank you.
Next up, Dwayne Rankin, when you're ready.
Thank you. Appreciate that. I just wanted to ask, as far as, coming into the league, what do you feel like there's things you can bring to an NBA team right away?
First of all, I'm going to bring what the team needs and wants me to bring. Bring energy. I think I'm a very positive person. I think I'm a good teammate, and other than that, all the things around that's gonna come through the years, and what the coach want me to do. But like the major things that I can bring is good chemistry, um, um, good chemistry, to have a good vibe around the team, and whatever comes after comes after.
Has Amare told you anything? What has Amare told you about the Suns? Has he given you any word? Has he talked with you about them at all?
Can you repeat that question? I didn't hear it quite good.
I was saying, has Amare talked with you about the Phoenix Suns? Has he given you any kind of insight? Because obviously he was a major star there. Have you guys even talked Suns and your thoughts on the Suns?
No, Amari didn't talk about specific teams. He just talked his experience through the NBA.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Rob Schaefer, when you're ready.
Hey, Denny. Thanks for giving us your time. We appreciate it. I'm curious, in terms of your development and the growth of your game, how has playing at a club like Maccabi, obviously world class in terms of expectations and talent, and being in a professional league and everything along those lines, how have all those things impacted your development as you kind of sought to carve out your role within that context?
I think it developed me very much. I think I played with grown men who had some of them had a good NBA career. They played in a lot of places. They experienced a lot of things, and I think at the beginning they had a lot of expectations. You know, we have a very we have a lot of expectations around our team. And at the beginning, as a young guy, it was kind of a lot of pressure. But as the time progressed, that pressure became a good thing. It helped me go into hardship situations that I can meet in the future. And I think it's a great advantage and a great thing that happened to me. I'm very glad I was in that situation in this specific team.
And for people unfamiliar with your game, you've talked about what you can bring from a chemistry standpoint. On the floor, what are kind of the strengths of your game, the things that you feel comfortable doing, and things that you need to work on maybe too as you jump to the NBA level?
I don't really like to talk about my game. It's just me. I don't really like to talk about my game. I'm just trying to do what's best for the team in that specific moment and just try to win. At the end of the game, I like to win. I love to win. It's really hard for me to lose, and I'm gonna do whatever I can. I'll give my 100% every night to win, and I mean that's about it. I mean, I need to work on a lot of things and improve a lot of things, and I'm doing it, and I'm working very hard. But I don't really like to talk about my game.
Gotcha. Well, thank you, and best of luck with everything.
Thank you.
Next question is from Jeff Garcia.
Hello, Denny. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good. There's a photo of you floating out there on the internet when you were at the Basketball Without Borders program and you had a chance to meet Spurs great Popovich. If you can remember that far back, how was that meeting and what was it like to meet a guy who's helping pioneer foreign players come to the NBA?
I think that's the first NBA coach I've seen in person. I remember it was like 3 years ago, 4 years ago. It was the first time I was on that kind of stage, so it was kind of exciting for me. I mean, Greg Popovich he's a great coach. He's been many years in the NBA, and yeah, that photo still sits there, and I look at it sometimes, getting some memories. So that's cool. That's a cool picture.
Hopefully Phil doesn't bite my head off, but can you imagine playing for Popovich and that team?
I mean, it's first a great organization. I mean, wherever I go, I'm grateful and I'm blessed. But yeah, it will be funny for sure.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Jeroen Weitzman, when you're ready.
Hey, Danny. You shot much better when you came back at the beginning, when you came back after the break. I was curious if there was anything specific you switched in your shot or changed that led to that.
I want to talk about my shot. I think a lot of guys who are not in the team, who are not in basketball, don't understand some things about the shot. the shot is not always about your technique. I think my technique is good. I just think that people don't see the surroundings. So people forget that I was young. I was going through a team with a lot of experience, with a lot of pressure, with a lot of fans every night. I played several kind of minutes, sometimes less, sometimes more. Sometimes there's more pressure. So it was kind of ups and downs in the shot, and it also refers to what's going on around. But I think towards the end, I felt very comfortable in the team, and that's the main reason why I think I shot better. I think my confidence raised, and I felt better, and the guys made me feel better. I think my technique, I can shoot. I'm a great shooter. I don't think about the same shot. I always think about the next shot. And I mean, if I couldn't shoot, I won't shoot threes. But as long as I shoot, I'm confident, and I'm trying to make every shot I can.
Thanks, Amy.
You're welcome.
Next up, and pardon my pronunciation, Dimitris Efrafoulis, when you're ready. Dimitris, you there?
Hello.
Hi.
Denny, hello. I came from
Hi.
Greece. Tell me something. It was difficult to make Coach Feropoulos trust you in order to give you the opportunity to grow as a player at such a young age.
I mean, it wasn't hard, but it took some time because Maccabi is a winning club. They like to win, and maybe 1 year ago I wasn't that ready to play that level, but Coach Sparples made sure that I was progressing, and he slowly got me in there in that level I need to play in. And as soon as I proved him that I can play in this level, he believed in me. He believed in me from the beginning. But I mean, for a young guy like me to go on that level wasn't that easy to fit me in the beginning. But he did. I think he did a great job of trusting me and doing it slowly and progress.
Tell me about Vasilis Garayotelis and Tyler Dorsey, your relationship with these two guys.
My relationship with those two guys were great. First of all, me and Vasilis were very close. He used to help me a lot with my game. We were saying hello all the time. We were hugging all the time. We had great relationship between us. I'm very good friends with his kids, so also it's cool. And I mean, Tyler is a great player. We had also a good relationship on and off the court. We had good chemistry together. And you know, he was in the NBA too. I asked him a lot of questions on the NBA, and that's about it. I mean, we had a great relationship with all the team this year.
Denny, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Keelan Olsen, when you're ready.
Hey, Denny. Dragan Bender had a very similar path to you, starting at Maccabi and then becoming a top 5 pick in the NBA. Hopefully the same for you, of course. Have you had any conversations with him? And if you have or if you haven't, just what you can take away from a guy who only a couple of years ago went from Maccabi to a top 5, top 10 pick?
I didn't have any conversation with him yet. We had the same coach us, Veliko Perovic. He used to coach us from a young age. I mean, Bender is a great player. I think that he joined Maccabi. That's great for Maccabi, and I think he's going to do a lot of good things. I just wish him the best for his rest of his career, and that's about it.
Evan Damerel, when you're ready.
Hey, Danny, thanks for the time.
You're welcome.
Let's say the Cleveland Cavaliers selected you with the 5th pick of the draft. How do you feel you would fit with their roster in terms of their young players and some of the veterans they have in tow?
I mean, the Cleveland Cavaliers is a very good organization. A lot of young, good players in that roster. I'm saying I'm gonna adjust myself to any situation, to any organization that's gonna choose me and believe in me. I'm gonna give all I got. So yeah.
Perfect. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay, the last handful. Richard Harris, when you're ready. Richard, are you there?
I'm here. I'm sorry. I was just unmuting. Hey, Denny.
You got the mic on.
Yeah. How you doing? So, a lot of people have asked questions I was already going to ask, and one thing I would like to comment on is I think of all the prospects in this class, your diversity and versatility is impressive. There's nothing to me that you can't really do on the court. Having said that, the one curiosity I have, and I didn't intend to ask this, but like I said, everybody else stole my questions, is your three-point shooting percentage often doesn't match your foul shooting percentage. And as you mentioned, your shot, looks clean. It looks pure. Do you have any idea why you don't, break that 70% mark or maybe even a little higher that would match up with your three-point percentage?
You truly saying some true things. I think it's a matter of time, and I think it's a matter of the head. I think I can shoot even above 70%.
Right.
I'm gonna get there. I'm
Okay.
gonna get there, and if it's gonna take me to stay until 12 at night after practice to make a 3,000 to get above that 70%, I'll do that. And I think I improved my free throws after the Corona too, and I'm gonna be humble and keep doing that until I get my goals.
All right. Thank you very much, and good luck.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Next question is from Chris Fedor.
Hey, Denny, thanks for doing this, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
You've mentioned the conversations that you've had with a lot of the former NBA guys that you've played with. I'm curious what specifically they have said to you about how different the NBA is versus the EuroLeague.
They said a lot of faster pace, maybe wider spacing. Mostly those things. They talked about like fast pace and wider spacing. A lot of traveling. The basic stuff. I mean, I don't remember everything, but because I asked a lot of questions, but those are the main things they talked about.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Moving on, and again, apologies for pronunciation, but Das Kang, when you're ready.
Hey, Denny. Looking forward to seeing you in the league next year. From a Warriors perspective, you're in a bit of a different mold, I would say, than some of the other teams with high picks and the fact that they're a championship contender. How would you think you would fit in with a roster like Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, Draymond Green there in the Bay Area?
I think this team is a great team with a lot of great guys, a lot of good all-star players who I can learn from. I think it's a great experience. I mean, I'm excited wherever I go to be a championship contender. That's a great opportunity and great situation. But for me, I just want to be to develop myself to be at the best possible place for me. And that's about it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Juan Estevez, when you're ready.
Hey, Danny. I'm curious. The finals are about to start tonight. Do you have any favorite for the series, and how do you see it playing out?
I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see. There's a lot of good matchups between there. I mean, LeBron heading to another final, and we'll see how it goes. I mean, they're good matchup teams. They're very good competitors, both teams. Very good coaches with both teams. So I'm curious to see what's gonna happen. I don't know. We'll see what's gonna happen.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Danny's been very generous with his time, so just a couple of more. Ian Bagley, when you're ready.
Danny, thanks for doing this. I know a couple of people had asked about your NBA teammates over there, just specific to Amare. Do you remember one thing that you asked him that you feel like you're going to be able to use in the NBA, and what was he like as a teammate?
Let me think about one question I asked. I asked Amare about. I think I asked him how is it to play with Steve Nash, because you have a Hall of Fame point guard around you and like all his passes and stuff like. And he said it was great. I think he said it was one of his best point guards he played with. And Amare as a teammate was great. Great man. Have a lot of patience to young guys. Really wants the young guys to improve. I was with great relationship with him. He's a great friend of mine. I learned from him a lot this season. I'm glad that he came to Maccabi, and I'm glad I had the opportunity to learn from him.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Lillian Boydron, when you're ready.
Hi, Denny.
Hi.
We have seen you post a lot of video of your workouts on social media. So, what's that part of the process about NBA teams, and what is your relationship with social media?
My relationship with social media. I'm not a big social media. I think I only have Instagram and Facebook. I try to use the Instagram to post some basketball sometimes or some pictures for my friends, but I don't really spend a lot of time on Instagram. I just give people some taste of me working or my lifestyle sometimes. I mean, I'm just excited to have this journey, and I want to share it with my friends, for him to be with me in that path. So that's about it.
Thank you.
Just two more. Sam Smith, when you're ready.
Thanks. Someone earlier mentioned the comparison, of course, Luka Doncic, but in the NBA now, it's common for non-traditional point guard players. We've seen in the playoffs, Donovan Mitchell, Jamal Murray, of course, been able to run offense through and essentially be the facilitator. Is that the kind of player you are?
I'm gonna be ready to play that role if the team needs me to do that and the coach wants me to do that. I'll be ready and I'll work the best I can to be a great facilitator. But again, I don't decide that. I'm just there to help the team win and to win. At the end of the game, in the end of the day, you need to do your part as best as you can, and have the team win and be good on the court.
Thanks.
Last question, Mike Vorkunov, when you're ready.
Hi, Denny. Just had a question for you. I know you said you don't like to talk about your game, but I'm just wondering, which players do you like to watch film or highlights of to try to get a feel for them, and how would you like to emulate them on the court eventually in the NBA?
I like to watch highlights, but it doesn't mean that I want to add those things to my game, because I'm not that type of player. I mean, sometimes I'll see a center. Sometimes I'll see a center highlights who is not like in my type of game. So I won't like try to add it to my game. I just enjoy watching it, enjoy to see how he reads the game. But I like to watch a lot of guys. I mean, from all the Europeans in the NBA to see how they fit and how they fit the European style in the NBA. That's basically what I like to see.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Denny, for your time. You're very generous with it today.
Thank you, guys. I had fun.
Thanks, everyone, for joining, and enjoy the rest of your day.